I am not an anime reaction YouTuber. Heck, I'm not even a YouTuber in general. Neither do I want to be. I'm just a random guy. A random guy that absolutely can't get enough of ReZero. And today is the day of the season premiere for ReZero Season 4. So I thought I'd record my quote-unquote reaction of sorts to the start of the new season and share my first initial impressions and discussions and off-the-cuff review of the episode. I could go on and on about when I started this show and all the small things I like about it and how it's one of my favourite shows of all time, but to be honest, you don't need to hear that, and I kind of want to hop right into the new episode myself. But before that, really big disclaimer. Like I said, even though I'm not a YouTuber in general, I'm especially not a reaction YouTuber and don't care for making that kind of content where I'm sitting in front of the camera screaming and yelling, because that's just not my personality. And I also don't want to touch the beast that is copyright problems with a 10-foot pole, especially Katakawa. So if you're looking for a more traditional style reaction to ReZero, this is very much not that. Watch the Custodians reactions if you're looking for that kind of thing. They do good stuff over there. So this is going to be some weird, unholy combination of a timer-based watch-along with my first reaction to the episode as a podcast-style commentary. Very weird, but that's just how I'm doing it. Basically, what I'm saying is that this will be extremely scuffed, and probably not at all interesting to watch. So for future episodes, I might just stick to doing weekly episode reviews where I can actually gather my thoughts for each episode and maybe go more in depth with my theories. But I at least want to try out a reaction format for the season premiere. Anyway, I just want to get into the episode, so let's do that. Okay, one last disclaimer. I'm really bad at this kind of thing. I have no idea what I'm doing, and my commentary is bound to be a little cringe, so you've been warned, I guess. Now to enter the reaction portion of the video. Oh, so crazy. Yeah, I really do not know what I'm doing, and if you saw my setup right now, you would think that I was absolutely crazy. We ball, I guess, we ball. So, yeah, the episode just dropped 2 minutes ago. It is exactly midnight, and that's not too bad of a time, actually. There are episodes that drop at worse times. ReZero, Starting Life from Another World, Season 4, Episode 1. The reason I'm taking you with me, Gorgeous Tiger Reloaded. Oh my god, okay. I'm getting some Garfield stuff, right? Season 4, Episode 1, starting in 3, 2, 1, now. I'm going to turn up the audio a little bit. Again, don't know how loud I should be talking, but pretty stellar. Yeah, I reckon we're still going to do a bit of wrap-up for this first episode. How long is this episode actually? 23 minutes, okay. It's not an extended hour and 50 minutes. That would be or hour and 30 minutes rather, like episode 1 was of season 3. Oh yeah, his whip. Hope he uses it more in this season. Yeah, no one remembers him, huh? But does he remember himself? That's the big question. I think he does. Yeah, he has to explain. Julius Euclius. I don't know if it's Julius or Euclius, but Julius. My god. I'm stumbling over my words already. This is so bad, but yeah. Yep, it's random retrieval. Take down Gluttony. Just snap her head, give her a noogie, slap her in the face. My god. Yeah, Subaru is the exception. Probably because the Envy Witch factor has to do with like memories. It's like his memory being sent back. So that might just give him like dominion over memories, and like he can't be altered by them. By Gluttony and stuff like that. Or the White Whale. Yep, okay. Julius does know his memories. Are we getting the Anastasia thing? Oh yeah, I should point out, I got spoiled on something about Anastasia, but that was the only thing I was really spoiled on. So, I don't know when it'll come up, but it might be here, actually. Yeah, they're transformed by lust, or like... yeah, okay. Yeah, because you wouldn't know. That's Joshua. So Joshua didn't just get completely erased, so that's good at least. Oh, I like how they're doing the different coloured for the subtitles. That's rare Crunchyroll W. Someone really smart. Oh, yep, it's going to come up. It's going to come up. Okay, this is what I spoiled on. I was listening to an audiobook of Arc 5. No, it's not. Shaola. That's how it's pronounced. Shaola. Shaola. Oh, that face. That was an interesting face for Anastasia. Shaola the stage. Oh my god, I cannot speak properly. Sage. My god. Okay, group of heroes. Yeah, okay, it's a 3. And we might have seen the dragon in the opening. Oh, wait. Oh my god, Sage. Shaola's the sage? We were seeing the sage in all this opening and promotional art this entire time. Oh my god. Algoria doing this. Pleiades Watchtower. Pleiades. Wait, have you seen that before? Legendary Sage. We're getting crazy lore drops already, okay? I thought we'd get a lot more wrap up, but we're getting right into this. This might be the last we see of Ottawa and Reinhardt this season, because they're not in the key visuals. I don't want to constantly talk about the opening and the key visuals that I've seen already. I might get absorbed into the episode, but it's worth noting. Outside knowledge. Haven't seen the trailers though. Steered clear of that. Except for the very first one with Subaru and Amelia walking into a bar. But that was it. Algoria Dunes. Giant Denimar Beast. Oh yeah, that's those sandworms. Again, don't want to constantly go in with prior knowledge, but yeah. Sirius is getting like publicly executed. I really like Phelps' new design, with, like the blue scarf. Just looks so cool. Her old design was pretty good too, but new one, just blue scarves. You can never go wrong with that. Oh, I love this like companionship between Mimi and Garth. It is absolutely adorable. Is he having a talk with his mother? Don't know, maybe we'll go back to that. A place Reinhard failed to get into. Is Gluttony that ruthless? Oh, Baker. It's been long, it's been a year since we've last seen Baker. I love their companionship too, Subaru and Baker. Aldebaran, though, he's so suspicious with how he called her Baker. Baker's bedtime, my god. Amelia really is the mother of Baker, and Subaru's the dad. Just some weird adopted family. Oh my god, that is so adorable. It's like an actual mother to Baker. Again, I don't want to keep going with outside knowledge on the one thing I was spoiled on, but Anastasia is that one thing, so I don't know when it's going to be mentioned. Oh yeah, that's right. Ricardo he got his arm gone, or his hand. He can get a hook hand. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yep, this is it. Okay. Yep, it's not an Anastasia. I'm not going to spoil it in case anyone is like watching it for the first time alongside me, but I don't. Probably unlikely, but. Oh my god, that's Anastasia's voice changing to sound like a certain. Oh, I just got chills. They're using the OST from season 2. Excellent choice. Are they going to mention it to the viewers? Priscilla knows, I think. Yep, this is what I spot him. Anastasia has a copy of sorts of Echidna. They can take over a body and do stuff. Artificial spirit. Wait. It's been a bit since that was an actual jump scare. Jesus fucking Christ, my god. I don't know if it's Echidna or Echidna. Because calling her Echidna when you're Australian is a bit weird. Just saying she's a marsupial. Or, not marsupial, monotreme. I think Anastasia's still there. It's just an alter ego. Again, I was spoiled, but I can't remember the exact details. Because it was just playing in an audiobook, and I wasn't really paying attention until I just heard Anastasia has echidna with it, and I'm like, what? Okay, I should stop watching now, but... So what is it actually? I'm assuming this is why Anastasia could use magic. Back in the trapping of Capella. Okay. Echidna is the fox. Interesting. Foxidna? That just sounds bad. I'm sorry. Foxidna. Wonder what they say in the sub. Or in the, I mean, actual Japanese. This is the sub. I really like the lighting they're doing. I feel like this is not the type of lighting you would normally see in ReZero. Looks very voluminous. Anna's ode. Her ode is like... I'm trying to remember what an ode is. It's like the culmination of your magic. Yeah, okay. That's why she was able to use magic. So, was Anastasia echidna the entire time for like the second half of that season? Season 3? Oh. Anastasia backstory? At least the hints of it. Would love some deep insight into Anastasia. Because we got a bit for Priscilla last season. Nice to get more backstories for the royal candidates. Though we didn't really get Priscilla's backstory, just hints about like a Thorn King or something. I don't know. Just wanted to... Okay, so it's not like a mindless robot. It's like a natural copy of Echidna in her feelings, since she can form actual relationships. I love the soundtrack. I've got so many songs on my Spotify of it. It's so good. Wait. Again, I'm probably going to have to do a lot of rewatches for this episode, just absorb everything, but get back into the ReZero mood, because there's so many details you just miss first time, but... Okay, so Shala is going to help with the Rem Julius thing, but also with Anastasia. That's an interesting turn of events. Oh my god, his leg, that's right. It's like a dragon leg or something, like dragon blood in it. It can like heal, but it's like fucked up. Okay. Someone else other from the sage. Okay. Just all these details. It's like, we're only halfway into the episode and they're just drawing so much stuff on us. Oh, Roswell. Yeah, because it's his tie for Echidna. Oh. He's going to go nuts when he actually realizes that Echidna is still around in Anastasia. They probably won't tell him that though. They'll probably just ask questions and Roswell will be suspicious. Oh yeah, she has that like southern twang. There's like an actual term for it in Japanese, but can't think of what it is. Kansai accent, I think. Roswell. It's been like a full season since we've seen him. Oh, Frederica too. It's been ages since I've seen all these characters. Petra. So See, there's no time skip in between seasons like the last one. Just straight into the action. He's doing the thing with sitting Betty in his lap. My god. Oh my god, they're calling him that still. Better than some of the other translations I've seen for that, but... Oh my god, Super, your language. Oh yeah, that's right. The second half of the name of the episode is named after Garfield, so... Sage's Tower. Save the victims from gluttony and lust. Just setting up the action and what we're going to be doing for the season. Yeah, because there was all the flies that Amelia froze, so somewhere down the line we'll have to save those people. Don't know if taking down lust will revert them, but oh, they're picking up Rem, of course. Wait, Mason's prison. Is this Melee? It is. She's just playing with dolls in the prison. I mean, at least she just wasn't just let free. Imprisoning is good. She's got like a playmat down here. Algaria Dunes. Replenish your Marbies, huh? Subaru is so calm around this psycho girl that caused him so much pain. Okay, so we're just gathering the team for this season, I guess. It makes sense that season would start this way. But I can understand why someone might not like this episode because it's just like setting things up and getting all the pieces in play, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I just enjoy ReZero in general, so I can't speak for shit. Jesus Christ. Who has a plush doll of a burger? What the hell? Wait, do they even have burgers in Laguna Girl? They do, because they were eating them in season 1. Anastasia and the cats were, I think. Everyone's got their own goals, it seems. Yeah, she's a crazy girl. You're not gonna just get her as another, just like, little lemming following her around. Actually have to negotiate with crazy person. I love their companionship. That was one thing that, like, I just forgot about, but learned so much about when I rewatched the series. Just Julius and Subaru, they're like brotherhood almost. They like hate each other at times, but such a strong bond that they formed. It's good stuff. Julius. Yes. Subaru is the only guy you need to know. Only guy that can be a hype man. A remarkable man he is. That's Subaru. Because yeah, Anastasia wouldn't know who he is either, so is he just like... And all his knight friends as well, so he's just like kicked out from the army. This will be so messed up, just being in such a high position, then next day no one knows who you are. Ram, don't know how to pronounce it properly, but I don't think he was making a lewd face at all, but whatever. This is so crazy. I'm like actually watching what ReZero. I mean, shouldn't be too crazy because that was a new season last year, but still. Oh, that's gonna be so just cathartic. Just like Rem eventually waking up, but who knows how long that's gonna be. This score is so good. I just can't stop gushing over ReZero's soundtrack. It's like pretty basic, all things considered, but it's just executed so well. Oh man, I wonder how many times he's just talked to Rem. She just can't respond back because she's in this state. Man. Yes. You better. Oh, ReZero title cards. They're so good. So, the fact that they're taking Rem with them means they must need to have the body. So Krush not being in any of the key visuals is a bit concerning. She might not get her memories back. Garth is actually going back to see his mum. Seemed like he was gonna turn back from that whole situation, but I guess not. Oh. Yeah, okay. I think they're very strongly implying the dragon is the husband because they just showed the dragon at the close up of it. Like I should probably be commenting more, but like I'm just really absorbed in the episode. Like, because he's a gorgeous tiger, just who he is. I like how because Subaru uses English words, that Garfield has also picked up on using them. Mimi is too pure for this world. She's too pure. Oh my god. He's gonna get all kinds of flashbacks from that, my god. Pat on the head. Oh my god. Don't do this to me at 12 in the morning. My god. Seeing Garfield cry like that, which is surreal. We saw it last season, but still crazy. Especially that voice actor. He's just outright saying it. I don't know if she actually like comprehends like that's what he means. It might just be. See, I don't think she knows. I think she's just trying to be supportive, but I don't know. Might have misread something. Maybe she does. I'm just not reading it right, but it happens sometimes with these episodes. Sometimes you don't get everything on the first watch. I like how she named her next two kids Fred and like Raphael. She's got two kids called Fred. That's silly. Daijobi. Leave him alone, Raphael. This is a crazy first episode. Like, if you actually recap the events, it's probably not that crazy, but just the experience. We've got. Oh, his eyes are all puffy from crying. My god, it's a nice detail. Say our farewell to Pre-Stellar, I'm guessing. Raphael. It's not Raphael, it's Raphael. Yep. I already brought this up before, but it's like actually coming up in the show now, so. It's just her natural instincts. Like, she's still the same mother. This is what your mother is like, so she didn't like change even though she lost her memories. I'm assuming she... Wait a minute. Did Garfield's mother also get gluttonied? I don't think so, but maybe. Wonder how much Garf we're gonna get in the season as well. Because for all we know, this might be it. This might be it for Garf. Oh, the episode ended. So no OP or ED. Good episode, good episode. But yeah, for future episodes, I might just do a review portion. But this was more fun than I was expecting, actually. It's just my first impressions, just off the cuff. Here's what I think of the episode. End. This was a satisfying like start to the season. This feels definitely like an extension of season 3. But at the same time, season 2 also felt like that. It was only season 2 to season 3 that really felt like a proper like hard cut. Like this is a new season. This would have gone a lot more like mind blowing for me if I didn't know that already. But yeah, I really wish I wasn't spoiled. But that's the only thing. So we got it out of the way. So the rest of the season is just a mystery. Like apart from what I was able to gather from like the OPs, but like the OP, that's not multiple OPs, but the OP. But even then, like after like looking through it, it's like very general stuff. Like we're going through a desert, we're fighting monsters, but like the main conflict of the season isn't going to be fighting monsters. There's going to be more to it. Crazy reveal. Shaola is the sage, or actually being the sage, and like that. It's even crazier seeing all this like pre-release material showing this chick. And I'm just like, okay, she's probably just like another, just another like Liliana sort of character. But no, like, this is a major character. So she must be ancient then. Because a lot of ReZero, it's like, oh, 400 years ago, such and such happened. So yeah, I think that was 400 years ago. So she's 400 years old. People might be watching this not knowing who that character is, but she was shown off in the opening, in the key visuals and all that stuff. So yeah, I'll be back with an actual review portion of the episode, and we'll talk about it. I keep stuttering over my words. I keep stuttering over my words to the point to where me saying I'm stuttering over my words, I'm stuttering. Jesus Christ, this is so scuffed. Oh my god. Okay, time for the analysis / review / discussion / thoughts / theory crafting / whatever you want to call this scripted portion of the video. So I just watched the episode for a second time. Man, I think I like it even more than I did after the first watch. There's just so much packed into this episode. There's just so much going on to the point to where I wouldn't even say there's a central theme of the episode or a main attraction, or so to speak. So many lore drops and revelations this episode, it was always getting hard to keep track of. The episode very much felt like a bridge episode, so to speak, but they did a really good job at still making it feel like an episode of its own, with all the lore reveals and character moments, rather than just one half of the episode being a wind down of the last arc, and the second half of the episode being a setup for the new arc. Also, I'm kind of glad they didn't do this, but I was also a little surprised that Subaru didn't die this episode. Again, I'm glad they didn't do that because it would clash with the tones so much and there wouldn't be a point to it, but I am surprised because I heard sometime back that the reason the first episode of Season 3 was so long was because the director couldn't fathom a season of ReZero starting without a Subaru death. This episode still had a lot though, just so many pieces of world building and revelations and small bits of character moments and some stuff that was expansions of details we heard way back, most importantly being we finally learned more of the 3 great heroes. 60 plus episodes and we're finally learning more about the Sage, Swordsman and Dragon lore we briefly heard about way back in Season 1, and we finally actually have a name for one of them, Shaola. Didn't expect any of them to still be alive except for maybe the dragon since, well, it's a dragon, so the fact that the cast can theoretically meet one of them is exciting. Though I'm not sure if they'd even be able to meet the dragon either, since I believe Echidna in Season 2 mentioned that Sekhmet, the Witch of Sloth, drove the dragon over the Great Waterfall, so the dragon might just be gone or pushed into some other realm or something. And the Swordsman, I imagine, is long dead, and was probably the first of the Van Astria line. It's interesting that they mentioned that Shaola the Sage is right here in Pre-Stellar, or I would say that if I didn't realise that was a Crunchyroll mistranslation. Wow. Episode 1 of the new season and they're already doing this kind of shit. It was even carried over to the dub too. Just wow. Common Crunchyroll L. Also, if the math is correct, this shower person is over 400 years old. Wild. Though with a subtitle like The Keeper of Knowledge Who Foresees All That Will Ever Be, there's definitely something mystical about this character, like there's some special race that lives longer or can see the future. The usage of the word Pleiades is very interesting. It's more star terminology, and there's so much of that in ReZero already with, obviously, Subaru, but also with the Sin Archbishops and Aldebaran, which is a whole crazy thing to unpack that I can't even begin to think of the implications for. Part of me wants to look up exactly what Pleiades means, but I feel that if I did that, it'd be getting into the realm of spoilers, so I'll refrain. The detail that there appears to be some kind of barrier protecting the tower that not even Reinhard could get into was real interesting. But maybe it's actually not all that crazy, and it's just Reinhard is used to beating things with just his overwhelming strength and physical abilities. And maybe it's just as simple as there was some kind of hidden path, like the Haunted Wasteland from Ocarina of Time, for instance. Subaru is the best man you could ever have by your side. Julius went from being an esteemed knight to no one knowing who the fuck he was, and Subaru still had his back. Other characters took it better than I expected they would. They were pretty quick to deduce that he was someone with their name eaten by gluttony. I really wonder why Julius is the only one character we've seen so far to have only the memories of him eaten. It's like he's some strange exception. Maybe each of the gluttonies eat a different aspect of your existence. Though trying to figure out which one does which is too hard to say at the moment. We're given distinct names by Sirius, so there must be some kind of important distinction between the three of them. If I had to guess why Subaru is exempt from getting his memories erased by people eaten by gluttony, I imagine it's because return by death is so strongly related to memories that it literally overrides any other kind of memory manipulation power he could possibly be put under. But not only was Julius forgotten, but he also has to deal with the extra added pain of forgetting his brother, Joshua, which must really suck. I also like the small line by Reinhard, wondering if Julius and him were actually close friends, because Reinhard and Julius weren't actually even all that good of friends at all. They were more so acquainted, so it perhaps tells us quite a bit about Reinhard and the problems he has with forming proper connections and friendships, and how perhaps he really wants to believe that he really did have a close companionship with Julius. And the rebuilding of Priestella is currently underway too. While I would love it if we get cutbacks to the rest of the cast still in Priestella doing the rebuilding, and we get more character drama style stuff like we've got with Garfield this episode to contrast the great journey into the dunes that we're getting for the rest of the cast, it's probably unlikely, so I'm assuming that this is the last we'll see of the quote-unquote greater ReZero cast like Wilhelm, Ferris, Felt, Priscilla, etc. for the time being. Sirius being escorted to the capital in this absolutely insane looking cage with all the restraints and chains going around her, so she can't use her wrath authority, I'm guessing, is real crazy. This feels like something that I look back on this scene years from now, being like, oh, they're setting this crazy thing up seasons in advance, but I honestly couldn't begin to speculate on what that would be. Amelia and Bayako sleeping together was like the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Absolute cinema. And can I just talk about the production for a bit? This episode was so pretty, with really nice compositions of the shots, and the score and the music choice was stellar as well. The background art in general was really nice, and I feel it's the best this show has looked in that department, especially in this part of the episode with the fireplace scenes. Just really nice looking. And like I mentioned before, I got spoiled on the Anastasia Echidna thing about a month ago, which kinda sucks because it absolutely blew my mind when I saw it, and it would have been even more mind-blowing seeing it revealed like this in the actual episode. Thankfully, it's the only thing of this season that I was spoiled on. Was still a crazy reveal though. Absolutely loved the shift of Anastasia's voice morphing into an echidna-like cadence. Sent shivers down my spine. And the chills I had when they started to play that OST from season 2. Man, that was good. Though it's not the real echidna, so to speak, just some kind of copy of her. Which tracks because, from what I understand, the version of her that was our antagonist for season 2 was also just a copy/memory of her, or whatever. Echidna is now stuck using Anastasia's body after using her ode as some kind of gateway into overriding her consciousness. And she's seeking out the sage as well as a means of giving dominion of the body back to Anastasia. And even crazier, this version of Echidna basically has no knowledge of her real self, which is relieving that this isn't the version of her that's an outright psychopath, like we've got in season 2. I mean, this Echidna actually seems to have formed actual real companionship with Anastasia, and is actively going out of her way to try and give her back her own body, which is the complete opposite of the kind of thing that old Echidna would do. So maybe she's not so bad? But I can't help but get a bad feeling over the mere concept of collaborating with Echidna again, even if it's a different iteration of her. It gave Subaru PTSD. That shot of the old Echidna was an absolute jump scare, by the way. But it wouldn't be a ReZero season premiere without more moments of Subaru saying things he probably should realise sound extremely sus. Our good old little girl user, Jesus Christ, is never been in the allegations, it seems. For someone who seems so adamant that she didn't have a sister, Ram seems to be really taking care of Ram. Heartwarming stuff. I also loved how this scene looked as well, just real pretty looking, especially Rem. Rem actually coming with us is crazy. Really seeming obvious that the Rem retrieval arc will finally be a reality. Though the fact that Rem, who is a literal vegetable right now, as well as Julius, are coming up with the gang is really concerning for Krush. It seems like if there's any hope of getting those lost by gluttony back, they need an actual physical body to be brought with for whatever it is they're hoping to do. But considering that the rest of the royal candidates seem to be doing their own thing, with Krush specifically still stuck in a bed, yeah, I fear she might just be an amnesiac for the rest of the show. They truly did nerf the best candidate, didn't they? Maylee is a fascinating addition. I probably should have been wondering where she was at the end of season 2, but they never really put attention to her, so I just kind of assumed she died somewhere in the collapse of the mansion. But no, she's just been in prison this whole time playing with dolls. Also, the fact that there are plush toys of burgers of all things in this fantasy world is hilarious. I also noticed Maylee having some slight Elsa-isms to her personality at parts. That last shot of her particularly reminded me a lot of Elsa. Oh, and I guess there's the small thing of her just being a, complete psycho. That's also an Elsa-ism, I guess. Wasn't expecting Garfield stuff of all things as a big part of the first episode of a new season, but I'm not complaining. Mimi does not need to be in these scenes this episode, but I appreciate her presence either way, so I'm not complaining. It's still so surreal to see Garth cry like that. Such a good scene. After my rewatch, this may well just be the best scene in the episode for me. Maybe if I wasn't spoiled on the echidna stuff, that would be the best scene, but just from my experience, it was the Garfield scene. I wonder at what point did Riala fully realise? However, I could totally see it being a thing where she knew from the beginning. I can't help but get some weird feeling that all the Garth stuff this episode almost felt like a conclusion to his character. The way that shot of him waving goodbye to his mother, walking off into the sunset with a new friend he made, just has a real strong finality to it. I would love to be proven wrong though, because I don't want Garth to leave this story just yet. Also, I think they just outright confirmed that the dragon that was transformed by lust was Garfield's mother's new husband. They literally showed a shot of the dragon when she was talking about her husband. It doesn't get any more obvious than that. Whether or not Garfield's mother actually knows this is still up in the air though. And one last small thing. The name Subaru called the Anastasia, Echidna, Coppity, entity, whatever you want to call it, is Foxidna in the sub. Though apparently in just the regular Japanese it's Eridna, which rolls off the tongue way better, so I think I'll call it that instead from now on. It just sounds better. Getting another season of ReZero so soon after the last one ended is the biggest blessing a ReZero fan could possibly ask for. And 19 episodes at that. We are feasting for the rest of the season. If anyone here has somehow actually made it to the end of the video, I want to pose a question. If I do videos on the episodes of the rest of the season, what sort of format would you prefer? Would you prefer another video like this where it's a reaction / watch-along / commentary thing and then a review / discussion afterwards? Or would you prefer it if it was simply just the review portion and I can just continue doing the season with just reviews? I'm curious for feedback on that sort of thing. So that's it. I don't know how to end this video, so here's a meme.